Hey, happy Father's Day. I wanted to share another thought about my dad growing up. And I mentioned it in one. Dad and I really didn't begin a good relationship until I met Gail. Gail did a lot helping my dad and I have a good relationship. But I remember I was 16 years old, had my driver's license for maybe, I don't know, maybe a month or two. Went out on a date, was coming back, and I made a California stop. You know what that is? You're turning right, just, you don't make a complete stop. And it was kind of late at night. To this day, I don't know where that officer came from, but I got my first ticket. I guess I was a bad driver back then. And back then, you had to go to court and you had to have a parent go with you. And for some reason, well, dad took me to court. I don't remember the ride over to the courthouse. Picked me up at the high school and signed me out, and he took me to court in front of the judge. I get in front of the judge, and the judge says, "Well, Mr. Sayers," and I thought he wasn't talking to Dad; he was talking to me. California, you didn't make a complete stop turning right. You're going to be fined $200, and I knew I was going to have to pay for that because I did have a part-time job. And you're going to have your license suspended for 2 or 3 weeks. Well, just making it, you know. And my my dad said, "Is that all you're going to do?" And the officer said, "No, that's enough, Mr. Sayers." Now he's talking to my dad. We're going home. And dad starts explaining to me the importance of obeying the laws and being a good driver. And going out of the courthouse, I kid you not, we run a stop sign. People honk the horn. Hey, what was that? Well, Dad, that was a stop sign back there. Oh, okay. And we're driving more, and he's continuing the conversation. There's a light on ahead. It wasn't even turning, it was red. We had plenty of time, and he runs a red light. And fortunately, nobody got in accidents. They kind of swerved cars and honking at him. And Dad said, "What was that?" I go, "Dad, you ran a red light." And we are on our way to school, and then he says to me, "It's kind of stupid of me giving you this discussion on good drivers, isn't it?" Being a good driver, being responsible. And I looked at him and he says, so we stopped talking back to the high school. Well, there's another memory. In a way, it was an interesting memory. I had a dad owning up that sometimes he makes mistakes too. We fathers do. Well, happy Father's Day.